Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Hearts of Iron 3. I'm your host, Galvin. So, where we last left off, we were trying to bomb out every British soldier in the Middle East, and doing a decent enough job of it. Whoa, 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 you guys are getting intercepted. Hold up. Back out. They finally managed to move interceptors over here? Maybe. In some parts, anyway. Looks like they're starting to get stuff through. Not great, but we'll make do. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You guys are getting intercepted now, too. Damn, so it looks like all good things must come to an end. That's fine. Okay. So, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. So 5, 3. You guys go that way. We need to try and hold here as best we can. So, unfortunately, it looks like they did manage to get some friggin' interceptors through. Not pleased about it, but again, not much I can do. We're holding up as long as we can. We're getting upgrades rolled out in Wake Island. Alright, not much I can do about that. Anything I held over here as a result of Japan falling will likely go with it pretty quick. Like I said, right now, we're waiting for our allies to do something over here. And just hold on until then. Not much else we can do. As because of things that will happen as we ground attack. Ooh. No interceptors. Taking advantage of whatever I can. There. That's just. I feel bad for killing everybody with bombs. And the worst part is the UK isn't even losing manpower out of this because these aren't reinforcing. But at the same time, I suppose it doesn't really matter if they're losing no manpower if, you know. I mean, truly, what does it matter if they are losing no manpower? They're losing their army, which takes such a significant time to rebuild. Alright. Keep it up. Boom. So I don't see anything but HQs here. Along the north, they still have a decent number of dudes. But I suspect that's not really going to be a problem. Unfortunately, Saudi Arabia is a problem. Go on that. The hell? Man, my intel's weird. I have no idea where anyone is. Thanks to, the problem is map only updates once a day. So it's really kind of awkward. With bombing in territory you may not necessarily have full visual sight on. Wow, those guys are disintegrating fast. Yeah, it's the usual uprising every now and again that occurs. Alright, just return to base. Just sleep for now. Oh shit, we lost? Ugh. Wasn't expecting us to lose. Alright. We have a retreat point. Get everything and everyone back. Unfortunate. I was hoping that with our reinforcements we could hold too wide, but then again, I should have known better. Just keep falling back. Yeah, they have a lot of troops there. Which again means I can't spare much for over here. There we are. Okay. Whoa, 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 interceptors. Good news, we have some escort. We got some escorts from the Soviets. Good. Now, again, so long as I hold the Suez and the ports here, as well as Gibraltar, then they can't get troops. I mean, I guess it's possible they're shipping it through U.S. port over here and shipping it a long way around, but I significantly doubt that. I don't think the AI is competent enough to do that. Alright. What if we start attacking up here? Would there be interceptors? No. Good. Okay, so keep it up. We need to try and destroy as many troops out here as possible, because eventually that should make way for everyone else here to get their asses through. Because, you know, they're already sorely lacking in defense there, because they decided to pull off and come fight me. Which inevitably has led to weird things occurring. Mostly this. I'm fine with that. I don't think there's a real problem with that. Okay, I think education's far enough ahead now. Keep it up. Alright, they finally are bit the dust. They keep pulling more troops out of the shadows, but that's gotta stop eventually. They can't produce troops here. I know they can't. Unless Turkey's granting them military access. No. That would be the only way through. So sooner or later, they'll run out of dudes. Do they just keep blowing up or what? They just keep vanishing before my very eyes. It's kind of weird. There's no way the U.S. is... Okay. I think they're just completely out of supplies, aren't they? And have just been slowly dying in a lot of places. Maybe. Yeah. So remember how I said they can't get supplies through? They were probably maybe manufacturing enough supplies to get by in India, but could never fight at full efficiency over here. I think the second we cut them off from India, it was over for them. Yeah, it is. No supplies means they run out of organization and then start taking damage, and you know how it goes. We gotta hold on there for a while. I think the best thing to do is sort through all this stuff. Tell infantries to pull back, because they aren't anywhere near as useful and are just causing stacking penalties for everybody else. There. That holds. So, their advance halts for now. I'm pretty confident in saying that I can just sort of let these guys go. Like, just start attaching them to various cores. Several of them have just been detached entirely. I mean, just means several cores just don't have anything under them. Like there, we just filled up the 7th core. Which is also detached from the command structure. Not exactly what I wanted. Get into the 3rd army, there we go. There should be 2 cores here, which I would not mind attaching to the army. There we go. Because you know what? They're out of supplies, and I can give it one hell of a final blitzkrieg here to take the Middle East. Now, how we're going to manage to win North Africa, I have yet to figure out. Interceptors pretty much prevent me from doing much. Interceptors? I don't know where their interceptors are, but they're not near. Oh dear. Really? You're not even... You know, you got skill 4. Oh wow, skill 6. But this guy has defensive, fortress buster, and battle master. So you know what? He'll get that position. I know we're losing here, and I fully anticipate that. It's just, this is for the purposes of allowing bombers to do their job. Alright, you're already at the bombing? Rotational bombing not possible right now. Trying to, you know, bomb everything down. There. The ground attacks will keep happening as we slowly try and whittle them down and at least cause and inflict a pile of casualties onto the Americans and British. I mean, following, you know, the fall of India, I'm somewhat confident in saying that, yeah, no VPs there, good. No, we're in British-owned territory, okay. I am somewhat confident in saying we can do this. You know, because the British will just simply run out of manpower. And I don't know how well the Americans will be able to handle things on their own. Alright. So they're returning. I gotta try and get a second rotation of bombers going. Best hope we have, really. Ground attack them into oblivion. And I mean actually, you know, destroy things if possible. It's the front line, so they gotta, you know, keep troops there. As long as they don't intercept us, they will pay. Good, we have our first reinforcements coming up on being ready. And I should really deploy the rest of these tack bombers. 2, 3, 4. I guess we'll have a 5th wing here. It's probably best if you detach, kill them now. Okay. Taken care of. Alright. They've got round-the-clock bombing. It's gonna take a toll on them soon. Unfortunately, for some reason, the bombs synced up. I think they need to come from different airfields. Oh well. I mean, the Americans have to have limited manpower, right? Like, we'll bomb them out eventually. And it looks like the bombing campaigns in the Middle East did okay. Good. Keep throwing up whatever we can. Do not allow them to run. Yeah, allow them to run, if only to take care of these guys. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Middle East is looking pretty good. They have a lot of troops in reserve, but whatever. It's impressive how many they've been managing to get through. Again, round-the-clock bombing seems to be working pretty good here. It's keeping them... at least forcing them to reinforce a lot. I mean, I can bleed the US of manpower. That much I know I can do. Alright. Attach to whatever we can. Although, first I would like... why the hell are they even... yeah, no, you should be rebased to here. One, that'll free up a ton of supplies. Okay, you guys get on board. Okay. Transport them over there. Don't get supplied from Alexandria, though. Alright, you guys, get attached to whatever cores need you. Let's go. Okay. The first corps needs to be reattached to the Third Army, and the rest shall now go too. Right? Good. That's what we leave the cavalry behind for. Like, even the US is just losing troops there, which is great. It's a meat grinder, which will hopefully grind off a lot of these troops. As long as there's no interceptors, I don't care. And we're even pushing into Saudi Arabia. Excellent. Oh, that's good. Italy's gotten a little more land here and there. I prefer if Italy had that stuff because they actually have a core on it, so... No, stop attacking Beersheba. However, you know what? We can potentially get a second level of meat grinding here going. I'm just worried about interceptors. Which appears not to be a problem. Good. Grind that meat! Grind it! Africa will no longer be known as the Dark Continent, but the Red Red Continent. Red with the blood of 1 million Americans. Alright. Let's keep it going here. Sooner or later, they will fail completely. That's what we're counting on. Like, everything they send to garrison just gets bombed out. You guys are in good enough shape, I suppose, to help. Boom, boom, boom. Hit them with everything you got. Ground attack organization penalty reduction and an organization boost. Yeah, they can't even put anything on the front lines right now. It's great. Everything they put there is either destroyed or has to run away as a result. The army disintegrates slowly. It's our best shot, really. And they're all just sort of clustering up there. Yunnan is an Axis member. Why is it there, then? Why? I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? Influenced by the Balkan Federation. Seriously? 52... Really? Soviet Union has to get a little more threatening. Which means I can do that, actually. I have a pile of spies still sitting in the Soviets, don't I? Axis, Soviet Union. Increase their threat. That's useful to me. The Soviets just happen to be threatening enough. That'll be good. Yes. Put spies in there. Oh yeah, we probably ran out of spies in the UK, didn't we? Yep. Because I just don't have the budget for intelligence right now. I don't have much budget, really. Oh well, we're doing our best here. I mean, the round-the-clock bombings are doing significant damage to the enemy's numbers. Jesus Christ, you put enough dudes there. Wait, did a group just bomb themselves out? I don't know what you're doing right now. Because it's not there. Or there. But due to the number of troops built up there, we need to get dudes there right away. Start the bombing. Okay. Now, switch your ground attacks to there. That's mostly HQ brigades, but we just leveled them all. Which is still useful. It reduces their actual fighting capacity, so who cares? They don't have an army anymore, do they? Oh dear lord. Oh, that's lovely. Alright, so the good news is, I think we've bombed them out. If for nothing else, I guess the Soviets managed to take out their interceptors or something. I'm not wholly certain as to why the RAF has completely vanished somewhere throughout the episode. But I guess somebody did something. Oh no. I'm sure they'll be fine. It's another D-Day landing. But otherwise, I think we might finally have some kind of win going here. It's been a long stalemate in the Middle East, but we're getting there. We are getting there. And we have more dudes that are going to be rolling off the production line constantly. Unfortunately, my mobile unit practical has been shit. My practical in general has been kind of shit. But, oh well. Oh well, I actually started researching resource production. In the vain hope that I can, you know, help keep the industry going a bit more. Need about as much as we can. So, with the UK's army nowhere in sight, I guess we're going to have to go on an offensive, but that will be next episode. So, thank you everybody for watching. As always, this has been your lovely, lovely host, Calvin, signing off.